Um, let's see. I wonder what let's see. I want to do horror movie tier list. Create a horror movie tier list. Tier maker. Let's see. Are there horror movies down here? Good, good. This should be interesting, especially as Halloween rolls around. So many ads. Oh my goodness. Let's get these overstimulations out of here. Okay, what do we have? We have favorite, masterpiece, great, good, alright, bad, worst, never seen it. I'll probably put never seen it for a lot of these because I'd imagine there's some here I haven't seen, hopefully. So let's start off with Saw. Where does Saw go? Saw, I'm going to put in great. This is the original Saw, and I'm putting it in great for a couple of reasons. Number one, at the time, these kind of grindhouse films weren't as popular. Saw is definitely an innovator here. And the twist for Saw, really good stuff. I remember being just absolutely shocked by it the first time. Just holy shit. Um, I should really get a drink of water. Hold on. I gotta clear my throat. I'm actually streaming right now on Twitch, and I'm trying to see if I can record a video while I'm streaming. That'd be pretty cool. But I need a drink of water first, because my throat's dry as hell right now. Mm. Okay. Let's see. Saw's going in great. Cool. What is this? I have no idea what this is. I've never seen that in my life. The Exorcist, we're gonna just put this in masterpiece. It's The Exorcist. Okay? And eventually we'll have a bunch in masterpiece and I'll pick a favorite. Let's see, what is this? Is there any way I can zoom in? I know there's a function for that, but I completely forgot what it was. What is this? It needs to be bigger. How do we zoom in? Right. Here we go. That should be. What is this? A nightmare. You know what? If I can't read it, I'm just gonna put it in don't know. I'm sorry. I've never seen this. Whatever it is. Friday the 13th Part 2. Surprisingly, I've never seen it. I know. Not a true horror fan. I think this is this the I think this is the new It, but I don't know which part it is. So I'm going to assume this is part 1 It. Part 1 of the new It, or newish It, modern It, whatever you want to call it. Not a bad movie. It has some decent child actors, which is a rarity in the movie industry. It has some decent scares, and it's actually a little bit refreshing. It brings something new to the table from the old one, which is really the problem with a lot of remakes and reboots, is that they just want to retell the same story over again with a fresh coat of paint. And really, I don't think that a fresh coat of paint is worth the expenses to go out and see it in the movies. So the fact that it delivered on that front, I think that gives it props. Halloween. I'm gonna put Halloween in good. I have a slight bias against slasher movies because they're not all that interesting to me. They can be really fun, don't get me wrong, but once they start following the same formula, there's just like an oversaturation. So my apologies for that. Child Play. It's alright. It's alright. I feel like a lot of people overrate it because Chucky's like the weird, funny, quirky horror villain, but aside from that, never seen Friday the 13th. I've only seen a couple Friday the 13th movies. The first one, and then some crossovers with Jason and Freddy. Never seen the second Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Wow, we're on a roll. I think this the original Friday the 13th? Yes, it is. We're gonna put that in good ahead of Halloween. Okay, just because Jason is definitely cooler than Michael. I'm assuming this is some kind of remake because it looks like one based off the title. Jason versus Freddy. This is just dumb fun, okay? I'm putting this in alright. I like the movie more than the ranking would imply. But going off of some kind of standard of quality as opposed to just how much fun I had watching it, it might be teetering on bad. I'm going to put it in bad. Jason in Hell, I have not seen. It sounds interesting. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This looks like some kind of remake based on the title page, the title image. I'm gonna base it off of the original's quality. I'm gonna put it in great. If I find the original here, I'm gonna replace it and I'm gonna put this one in never seen it. But until that happens, we're putting that in great and treating it like the original. What is this? I can't read it. Bother. They gotta make these images more readable. Curse of Chucky. It's bad. Say it. Is this Candyman? This is the newest Candyman? I'll put it in alright. Okay, this is the original Halloween. So this is a remake. I've never seen this. I don't know. I don't know why I thought that that was the original. That's obviously not. Wait. So then this is also a remake of Child's Play. Okay, cool. I'll just replace it with the OG Child's Play. Whatever. This is a Jason movie I've not seen. Halloween 5, bad. I think of the Halloween movies I have seen, the later ones are bad. Jesus. I don't think I've seen that. More Halloween, whatever. Get Out. Get Out is a masterpiece. Let's Get Out in masterpiece right there. Jordan Peele, definitely up and coming. We all like Jordan Peele. I mean, how do you argue against it? It's Get Out, okay? Very intense movie, slightly funny movie, which I'm glad about. You know, moments of levity can, you know, make a movie more, just better watch, just a better experience, you know, than constant just suspense and horror. You know, you always want, you know, there to be moments where the protagonist gets some victories, or there's a character who, you know, you're in like a really treacherous environment and they don't ruin the mood with jokes, but they make it not so overbearing. So it's like a perfect mixture when it comes to Get Out, you know. Not to mention the concept's fairly original, so that's good. Never seen it. I've never seen it, but I'm putting this in worst. That just looks corny as shit. Jaws 2. I'm putting it in alright. I don't have as high an opinion on Jaws as maybe other people do. I still think that like it's a good movie, but you know, I understand it's a classic, but it doesn't do as much for me. Jigsaw, you can go. God damn. You're going in bad. I'm sorry. The Jigsaw movies, the Saw movies after Saw 1 and 2 are very disappointing. Jaws 3D, never seen you, never will see you. Is this Scream? Never seen you. Never seen Scream 3 anyway. Never seen Scream 2. I have seen Scream is pretty good. I think it's the best slasher movie. So it's gonna stay here. The best, like, not traditional slasher movie because it's kind of a meta movie, like a meta commentary on the slasher genre. But of those styles of movies, I think Scream is near the top. Annabelle, never seen it. Never seen that. Never seen the original Poltergeist. This was bad. Nothing more to say. That was bad. The Conjuring was alright. I'll probably put it at the top of alright for now. This is the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm pretty sure. So where's the other one? Here it is. Let's actually put this between Saw and it, and let's put this in never seen. Night of the Living Dead. It's a classic, but I've never seen it. Never seen this. I don't think I've seen whatever this is. Some of these are just too small to read. Jaws can go in good. I'm gonna put it underneath Scream. There we go. Spinball? Spiral. Okay, no, never mind. This is a Saw movie. Terrible. Piece of shit. Candyman. Haven't seen Candyman 3. Haven't seen that. Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm pretty sure that's not the original. The original is pretty good. Hold on. I cannot tell for the life of me. Where is it? Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street. You see, some of these are just too small. I don't know what to tell you. Like, can you read that? I can't. So, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of commentary on it. Annabelle, I don't want to get into, like, the lore of The Conjuring. There's too many movies for me. So, I don't want to be disrespectful to it. Let's put it above Jaws 2. Okay. Never seen Child's Play 3. This is more Conjuring bullshit. I don't even care anymore. I don't care about The Conjuring. The original It, I'm putting... This is the TV series. So the TV series, I'm putting... I'm sorry. It's got to go below Halloween. Tim Curry's performance is great, don't get me wrong. But the rest of it, very cheesy. Not very scary. Somewhat poorly acted. Somewhat poorly paced. I'm sorry. Candyman. Okay, let's see. Candyman. Where do we put this? This monster of a movie. It's either good or great. I'm going to be generous. I'm going to put it above... No, I'm not going to do that. It can go above Jaws. That's good enough. Is this the new one? I think this is the new one. If this is the new one... No, you're stupid. I'm sorry. You have to go. I'll put you at the top of bad, okay? That's the most respect I can show for the new one. More Annabelle bullshit. Dr. Sleep was a very interesting movie. It wasn't very scary. It's a follow-up to The Shining, in which Danny from The Shining is grown up. And he's met a new kid, I think, that has, like, his, like, magic powers, special abilities. It's a good movie. It's not very scary. I'm going to put it above Friday the 13th, but below Jaws. And it's not a knock on the movie. As a movie, I really like it. As a horror movie, it's not that scary. Is this the Okay, I swear to God. Is this the Texas... I don't know. Whatever. You already know my thoughts on the original. I don't know exactly what the covers are. This is It Chapter 2. It Chapter 2 gets knocked down a peg. It has to go here. I'm sorry. It's not nearly as good as the first chapter. I unironically think that the adult actors in It Chapter 2 are worse than the child actors in It Chapter 1, if you can believe that. Now, the clown himself, he does a good job. Good performance, whatever. But yeah, sorry. It just goes there. Is this Alvin and the Chipmunks? No, it's... What the fuck am I talking about? I'm sorry. You can tell how small these title cards are. I can barely see them. This is Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Okay. More Conjuring. There's too many Conjuring movies. I'm sorry. Bride of Chucky. This is worst. Holy shit. Us has to go in good somewhere. I'll put Us above Scream. There we go. The Shining. Okay. Now, I read the book The Shining, and I read that one. That book was pretty good. The movie, I think, was better, which is ironic because Stephen King actually hates the movie. I remember distinctly watching the movie. It was several years ago. I was in middle school. I was eating just this ice cream cake tub. And I just remember eating it And I was thinking, this is some good cake, and this is a good movie. It's not the scariest in the world. Um, it has to be above Saw, though. Okay, it just has to be. No disrespect to Saw, one of my favorite horror movies of all time, but The Shining, they don't make them like they used to anymore. But who directed that movie? Stanley Kubrick, yeah. Apparently, working on the set for The Shining was just absolute hell for the actors. I do not envy them. Kubrick would make them do cuts over and over and over until they got it perfectly. So, you know, it's a lot of shit that goes into making gold. Candyman, whatever iteration that is. Psycho. I've never watched Psycho. I'm sorry. Friday the 13th, Saw 3. You got to go in bad. I don't even care where you go in bad. If you're in bad, the order doesn't matter. Okay? Below all right, the order doesn't matter. Saw 2. Okay. Saw 2 was good. Saw 2 was good, I have to admit. Now, it's not as good as Saw 1. Where does it go? I'll put you between Scream and Candyman. You're bad. I'm sorry. You're bad. I hate that the franchise took such a nosedive. Scream 4, you're bad. Jaws, the original Jaws. Finally, we get to it. Oh. Never mind. Is this it? I don't know what this is. Maybe this is like a redux. Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know which one that is. Sorry. Cult of Chucky. Leatherface. I think this is the new one, maybe. I don't know. I already expressed my thoughts on the new one. Doesn't matter. American Psycho 2. Worst. Jesus Christ. American Psycho. Masterpiece. I know it's a little bit of a meme to say that. With all like the weird like 12-year-old boys who quote unquote relate to Patrick Bateman, but this movie's actually pretty good. I fully recommend it. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Never seen. Never seen. I think I saw this one. I think it was alright. I'll just put it at the end of alright. Poltergeist. I haven't really seen those movies. Sorry. Okay. Now let's go up to Masterpiece. There are 3 movies in Masterpiece. We have to pick one to be my favorite. I'm sorry, it's not going to be The Exorcist. It's going to be Get Out or it's going to be American Psycho. One or the other. Now let's break down the cases for American Psycho. American Psycho is less of a scary movie and more of a social commentary, which is a trait that I think it shares with Get Out. It's like a social commentary at the time of like, I guess, American corporate culture or whatever, and like the very cutthroat, literally, world that these kind of young businessmen lived in, and how in the midst of that kind of culture, maybe your humanity even is lost. Whereas obviously Get Out, commentary on racial inequality, commentary on how, white people want the benefits of being black, while victimizing black people at the same time. It's a movie about stealing black people's bodies for their supposed physical superiority, while stripping black people of their freedoms at once. Maybe some people might say it's an allegory for exploitation of black, let's say, athletes, for example, or perhaps black musicians, black rappers, whichever allegory you think fits, it probably does. As for which one is scarier, I thought Get Out was more intense. I'm gonna have to put Get Out in favorite. Now, I want to get around to reading the American Psycho book because it's apparently a lot more gruesome and disturbing than the movie is. But as far as movies go, I think that Get Out is at the top of the food chain here. And, no disrespect to any of these movies. Maybe some of these are really good and I just haven't seen them, but that's the point. I haven't seen them. So yeah, this was a cool little journey to go on. I guess we know what my thoughts are on these movies now, and this was an appropriate video as we wrap up the October month and we get closer to Halloween. So thanks for staying with me on this journey.